Last episode we cleaned the Glock and talked about night sights, and since then I got a chance to shoot the Glock, and I noticed that it was shooting low right. I never shoot low right, so right away I knew something was off. You know, when they installed those sights, the guy told me he didn't have the calipers on hand and he eyeballed it. I measured the sights and they were off a few thousandths. Moved them over using a nylon punch and brass hammer, right? And I went back out and shot it again, and although no longer hitting right, I'm still hitting low.
Did alright. No bullseyes, but not bad.
So I did a few drills, noticed that the 6-pound Glock trigger was causing my shots to be low. I'm not experienced enough with heavy triggers to shoot that well, so I'm more used to like 3 to 4 pound triggers, not 6. Also, Glock has a very definitive wall that was causing me to slightly jerk the gun downward. Since this is my CCW gun, I wanted to keep it as stock as possible. And after doing some research and talking to people, I decided to give Ghost Edge 3.5 connector a chance. It's a direct drop-in and easy to install. I won't show you guys the install video in this video, there's tons of them out there, but I'll tell you one thing, my trigger is perfect now. It definitely feels 2 pounds lighter, and it's smoothed out the wall, and it shoots very similar to my Apex polished trigger I have in my Glock 26. It's just great. I'm very pleased with the connector, but there is something I wanted to point out during the install. So let me show you guys. Let's put this aside for a second. I called Ghost and I spoke to the owner. I had a really good conversation with him. He explained a lot of things, and he recommended this Ghost Edge 3.5 connector. Really inexpensive part, and he also gave me a complete spring kit with it. I haven't installed yet. I just don't know. I like the triggers so much with just the connector that I may not install these. I may install them later. I'm not sure yet, so we'll set these aside. If I do end up installing them later, let you guys know. I'll make a video of it. In this video, I really just wanted to talk about the connector. In here, I have my factory connector, and this is during the install. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So there's a certain angle on the connector from the factory. And what I mean, the angle is the angle of the bar in reference, like that angle. It almost looks like a 90 here, but it's actually a little bit different. On the factory Glock connector, it's whatever, like let's say it's 90. On the Ghost one, it was a little bit different. So what it ended up doing, and let me take the slide off the gun and I'll show you. What ended up happening was this, right over here, that's where the connector is. Alright, so right over here, I'm going to give you a little more light so you can see it better. Right over here is where the connector is. And it was hitting the slide. There was slide interference right over here. So when you would rack the slide, it would, at the very end, kind of feel like it was catching on something. Not to worry, all you would do, you would take the connector back out, and there's videos that show you, you install it into the same slot backwards, and you bend it down or up, depending on which way you want to change the angle. You put it back in, you fine tune it. That's how you fine tune a trigger. So out of the box, instead of blaming the product, just fine tune it to your gun. Once you do that, then it's going to be absolutely perfect. And to verify this, what I ended up doing is I ended up putting the factory Glock connector, and saw if there's a little bit of snag. There's like a tiny bit of snag at the last 1/8 of an inch, and that snag is identical on the factory connector as it is on this 3.5 Ghost connector. However, now the trigger is just so nice. You still feel, like I can tell you where it's gonna break. You still feel the wall. It's gonna break right there. It's easy. You could tell, and and this is left-handed. I'm not even shooting left-handed. I'm not used to a trigger on a left hand, and it's still so predictable that it's perfect. So now the wall is still somewhat there, but it's much more smoothed out, and the break is just as clean. The reset's amazing. Overall, really pleased with this product. It also comes polished. It comes with this little divot right there for ease of cleaning. The owner of this company really knows his stuff. If you're a Glock person like I am now, and if you're not shooting as well as you used to shoot your SIGs, for example, or 1911s or whatever, then I suggest you guys buy the same little connector. And beauty about this also is he said that, let's say I don't like it, he can switch it out for another one. They have ones that are custom tailored to your gun that you can basically gunsmith to perfection to control over travel, pre-travel, that kind of stuff. And with those, if you screw it up, he'll give you another one. Like, he's that well with his warranty. So overall, really pleased with the guy. He's good sense of humor. Really good conversation I had with him. I ordered over the phone instead of the internet. And yeah, it got here in 2 days. We're gonna go out and shoot this tonight. I want to talk about the target a little bit. I stuck it on my laundry room refrigerator just to make it easier. Everything that's taped up is what you guys saw on the DirecTV dish. Now the holes that you see, I took about 10 shots after doing the sights, or after doing the sight alignment. I was equally hitting left and right now, but I was still hitting low. Also over here, I wanted to point out that these shots over here were all from the XD. Also these, and I believe this, was all from the XD. The Glock I shot all below. Now after doing the connector, I took 15 shots and 3 of them hit bullseye. And as you guys can see, now I'm shooting mostly favoring above the bullseye and to the left, which is my normal shot placements. I pulled a few, and obviously you could see I pulled this one and I pulled that one. But usually I typically shoot here. With my SIGs and 1911s, I'll shoot here and then I'll kind of work my way into the bullseye. 3 bullseyes I got here at the same distance, 35 feet, was during the first 10 shots. Then I got a little bit excited and I started pulling them, and I pulled a couple of those other ones. My accuracy went from 60 shots, no bullseye, to 15 shots, 3 bullseye. That's a huge improvement by just doing that 3.5 connector. Well, hey guys, thanks for watching. Happy 4th of July weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you on the next one. Take care.